This video is going to talk about Bohr-Rutherford diagrams. Also known as atom models. First, a circle is drawn in the center to represent the nucleus. Then, the number of protons and neutrons is written inside the circle. Then, electrons are shown in the orbits. The first shell can hold 2 electrons. The second shell can hold 8 electrons. And the third shell can also hold 8 electrons. For example, if I wanted to draw a Bohr-Rutherford diagram for nitrogen, the first thing I would do would be to look at the periodic table and find my nitrogen square. So nitrogen is atomic number 7, and it has a mass of 14. When looking at the periodic table, you're going to make sure to round up for your mass to an even number. So, first thing we need to do is when you draw your Bohr diagram, we got our circle there. This is our nucleus. So the number of protons is the atomic number, so that would be 7. And to calculate the number of neutrons, I need to subtract the mass from the atomic number. So 14 minus 7 is going to also be 7. So my number of neutrons is 7. So the nucleus is complete. Now I need to look at the outside shells. So I had talked about the first shell holding 2 electrons. So if you recall, the number of protons is the same as your number of electrons. So that means there's going to be 7 electrons. So in my first shell, I can fit 2 electrons. So 1 there, 1 there. That means I need 5 more electrons. So I'm going to draw my next shell, and I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first you spread them out individual, 4 spots, north, south, east, and west, and then double up. So if you count the number of electrons, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 electrons in my first shell. That shell is full. So then I move on to my second shell, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my second shell. Alright, one more example will be chlorine. So if I look at the periodic table, chlorine has atomic number 17, and its mass is 36. So I have my nucleus, and I need the number of protons and the number of neutrons. So my protons would be my atomic number, so that's 17. And then my number of neutrons is going to be 36 minus 17 equals 19. So 19 is my number of neutrons. Then I need to add in my electrons. So my electrons is the same as the number of protons. So I'm going to have 2 electrons in my first shell. That's full. So now I go on to my second shell. And I'm going to add some more electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then double up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, shell 2 holds 8 electrons. So that means so far I have 10 electrons and I need 17 total. So I need 7 more electrons. So I'm going to add another shell and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and double up. 5, 6, 7. So I have 17 electrons. So this is the Bohr-Rutherford diagram atom model for chlorine. So now's your chance to get some practice with the 1 through 20 atom model assignment. And if you have any questions, please let me know.